Hey guys, Matt here, Brewery. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. I thought this week I would do a sampling of the collaboration beer that Wally and I did. So he sent me a care package back right before the holidays, and I'm just now, got my taste back and things. So I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. This is one that I've been dying to try. I got a couple others that I still have to try and compare as well. Some other collaborations that were done with some fellow brew tubers. But this one is about the pumpkin cream ale. So I'll read you my recipe. I know Wally and I did a very close recipe. I believe our only difference might have been the hops. I'm pretty sure. He could correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think he used a different yeast, but he might have. We'll have to see how we do here. But just to give you guys a rundown of the recipe. So I had 10 pounds of 6-row, a pound of flaked corn, a half a pound of carapils, a half a pound of rice hulls, and 2 big 29-ounce cans of that 100% pumpkin that you can get, in your local grocery store. Hops that I used a quarter of ounce of Waimea, which had a high alpha acid for bittering at the 60-minute mark, and then an ounce of lemon drop at 15. The adjuncts that we threw into this, we threw a nice sort of spice pack at this thing. We put some sweet orange peel, some cinnamon, some nutmeg, and then of course the yeast nutrient in the Whirlflock. The yeast that I used was the Y Yeast 1275 Thames Valley Ale. Mashed it at 150. The pH that I did for the mash on this was 5.35, so a little bit closer to sort of the amber ale range. Let's see here. So OG was 1050, final gravity was 1008, so a little bit on the drier side. ABV came out at 5.5%. So I kegged this in October, so it has had plenty of time to sit on the gas, chill out, age, what have you. I could tell you when I first drank this, the spices were very prominent. The pumpkin was noticeable, but over time that has become less so. So there it is. This is the one that came out of my keg. Pretty clear, very decent carbonation. The foam has now died down some since I poured it about 5 minutes or so ago. The cap is still hanging around there. Let's go ahead and dig into Wally's. Had a little bit of a hiss. Oh, and I'm using my pumpkin bottle opener. Thought that was appropriate. And what's wrong with having a pumpkin beer in February? It's fine. It'll be fine. All right. So right away, I could see same clarity, very clear. I think the color is, I think his is ever so slightly got more of an orange hue to it. So that's quite interesting. Let me go ahead and try to bring this closer to the camera. Flip these so we can actually, you can see. So this is mine there. And that's Wally's. So as you can see, this is probably a little bit more orange, but only slightly. It's got a bit of a tinge to it. That's all right. But yeah, here we go. Now I got it right. So yeah, they're pretty spot on. If I look at the carbonation level, the bubbles rising in there looks almost identical. The head that it poured on there, same. His will dissipate probably a bit as mine did when I first poured it, but gorgeous, very nice. Well, I'm going to start with mine just because I've had this a few times. I haven't had it this week, but this will sort of give me a baseline. So I don't expect a whole lot of the spices and things anymore because it's been now we're looking at 3 months that it's been the keg. So it does smell like a nice cream ale. I definitely am getting some of that corn. Not getting much of the spices anymore. They're pretty faded. I know they're in here because I put them in there. So if I try to search for them, maybe I might be getting a small hint of that orange, possibly. Not a whole lot of the other spices though. We did go really light on it because we did want this to be a cream ale first, pumpkin second. So that worked out. Not getting really much of the pumpkin in the scent either. That kind of faded away. I remember when I first drank this, it tasted more Less of a pumpkin, more of a vegetal, which is kind of what I expected. But let's go ahead and try it now. Cheers. Yeah, so in the taste, I am getting a little bit of the spices. They're very faint, which is kind of what we were after anyway. They're more faint than they were originally, so definitely something that's does okay with age, but probably better when drank fresh. All right, let's check out Wally's now. So his, like I said, is a little bit more orange in the hue. Same clarity, carbonation, same cap on the top. This is probably a little bit more now. That could have been a timing thing because I poured mine, good 5-10 minutes before his. But otherwise, pretty spot on, man. Very, very consistent. Look and feel of the beer here. So the smell, my nose way in there, huh? The smell is very similar to mine. It's got more of a cream ale, slightly sweet kind of aroma to it. Not really picking up any of the spices or the pumpkin out of this one either. But again, it could have been a thing where just over time it has died off. But it smells very clean. So let's go ahead and try it. Cheers. Yeah, that's nice. It's actually pretty similar to mine. There's definitely a difference there, and it could be the hops that he used. I might be getting a little bit of the vegetal in there. It's slight. Spices are almost all gone. I can tell there's a hint of that there. Getting maybe a hint of that orange as well too in his. It's very faint though, and it could be, again, it's one of those things over time. It was probably there more so fresh, but not so much anymore. I'm gonna try these out now side by side because they're very, very similar. Neither one of them are all that dry. I mean, they're on the drier side, but they're not that dry. I know when we made that strawberry blonde ale together, Wally, I think it was drier than this. At least it tasted like it was. This is nice. It does have a little bit of a dryness at the end, but it's not too bad. I think yours is maybe a tad sweeter than mine, but that's splitting hairs. I mean, these beers they're pretty close to each other. At least to me. And I think my taste is probably 90-95% of the way back at this point. Some foods and things taste a little bit different, but the beers, I can enjoy them again. Yeah, I'd have to sit here and really try to dissect these to find any differences, and I'm sure there's some slight ones, but they're pretty close to each other. So, nice job, Wally. This was a lot of fun. Your beer is really nice. I really enjoy this. I'm gonna have to work on these as I'm editing this video. The only other update I have for you guys this week, because there hasn't been a lot on the brewing front, I actually planned on brewing today, but just life happened. I didn't get to it. Maybe I'll try again tomorrow. But I did update the board back here. I put in some stuff in there from the stickers that I've got from you guys. I started adding the bottle caps at the top. Excuse me. So I got the sticker mule stuff in there, and I got Tap Out Brewing here now from Gary. Got the sticker mule stuff in there from getting the stickers. I put a couple of the stickers in there even that I got from those guys. I added the Stabro. I added some stuff here from a couple of stores that I went to. And then at the top, I'm gonna, it depends on how many of these things I get. I'm not gonna put every cap in there, but I'm definitely gonna put in all the homebrewers caps. So I'm gonna start lining them up at the top. So every time you guys send me a bottle, I'm gonna shove them in there, just to remind me. So now at this point, I have some presents in there from, we got a BrewTubers cap, we got the Dean's List, got Josh, we got Wally, got mine. So as you guys send in your stuff to me, I would love to add them to my board. So that's really it, guys. I guess we'll keep this kind of short. I don't really have any other updates for you guys, so we will see you on the next video. Probably another beer review. I still got a handful to get through of the mails that I got, so look forward to trying those. And we'll see you guys later. Have a good night. We'll go out double fisted. Cheers. Happy Homebrew Wednesday, everybody. Take care. Yeah, I mean, it's almost like drinking the same beer. Nice job. I look forward to doing another one with you, Wally. Take care, guys.